From Login Day 1022, I would like to remind you that I am not on steroids. This aggression is not aggression, it's just high energy. Stop asking me why I'm so aggressive. I'm not aggressive.
It's recording. Good morning. It is Saturday. It's raining outside. It's a perfect day to sit in. If you don't know Puxan already, Puxan is a friend of mine who you should know. I think most of you know, but great photographer. We traveled to India together. You should go subscribe to his channel. He's been doing a lot more stuff over on the YouTube. So he's gonna be helping me with my 30K Q&A. We did actually cross 30,000 subscribers this morning, which is good because I was gonna feel really self-conscious if like it was still not quite there. It was like, okay, hopefully by the time this uploads, we cross that line. Yeah, it's nuts. Thank you.
Insane. That's awesome. I
We have a lot of, I don't know if you'll be able to see this because my camera struggles to see the screen, but there are a lot of questions. There's a lot more questions than I think I've ever had on one of these before. It kind of never stops. So Puxan is going to be the champion of question reading and selection. And,
Okay.
He's never seen these questions. I've browsed a couple of them, so hopefully we'll find out what happens.
Okay. Well, we can be a little selective about them.
We can, yeah, we'll jump around a little bit. Jump around.
Okay.
Nothing.
So, Rebecca, how can I get a cheap flight to Paris?
I actually know who asked this. That's my friend Rebecca. I'm not a travel agent, Rebecca.
I want to know this too.
Well, so there are certain airlines that fly really cheap from certain places. Like Norwegian is always offering really cheap deals to LA at least. From Chicago, I don't know who's offering cheap deals, but the buy early, so like 3 months out at least, is usually what you would be told. Google Flights is what I always use. I used to use Kayak a lot, but Google Flights is just, it dominates now. Like it's the best for finding deals, at least for traveling around from Paris. And then the other thing I was gonna say is Scott's Cheap Flights is actually another good one to subscribe to. They've got a free, none of this is sponsored, but I did end up paying for a subscription to them. You'll get a lot of alerts through that for cheap mistake fares. You just gotta be ready to purchase right then.
Yeah, sometimes you can get some cheap flights on Air France. Like I got a round trip for Paris, New York for $350.
It's great.
The Eiffel Tower, we got all over here.
Yeah.
Did the 2020 make you feel like Paris was bigger or smaller than you previously thought?
That's a really good question. Both. It feels smaller because you can cross Paris walking in like an hour and a half. It's really small. And going above ground really helped with that. But then also like trying to find Space Invaders made it feel really big because I would walk for like 30 minutes looking for Space Invaders and not find any. And it's like there are 1,300 of these in the city. How am I not finding any of these? So in those moments it felt really spread out, especially when you're in like the bigger arrondissements.
Jody, you meeting up with Josh and Ashley while they're there?
Already have, and they're already gone.
Caught my eye. Do you find it a bit too cold in Paris?
I think it's great right now. You were just saying it's cold.
It's colder, yeah. I mean, I'm warm-blooded.
Yeah, this is also like perfect sleeping weather. Like with the rain coming, I've got a bunch of leaves right outside my window that the rain smacks against as it falls, and it was actually really hard to get out of bed this morning because it was nice and cold.
And you need a break after that 2020, so that's perfect.
I should have slept more yesterday than I did.
Sham Sahal, I'm sorry if I mispronounced names. I'm used to it.
That's another
I'm
reason.
used to it from my life, so that's payback time. What kind of visa is required to start working in France?
A working visa.
Hospitality. Nice.
Hospitality.
Did you just move to Paris one day? Do you speak French now? For American?
For American? For American? I did move here It was a day that I moved here, and I do speak French. But I spoke French before I got here. Yeah, sure. We can say that from now on. We don't speak Franglais. We speak for American.
For American.
For American.
All right, V4_life. Are you concerned or in fear for your safety regarding the Yellow Jackets protesting?
No.
Me neither. Ooh, get into the crispy questions here.
Crispy.
Mara Flores, 87. Do you have a girlfriend?
That's just spitting in a wound right there. No, I do not have a girlfriend. I am very, before, I don't know if we get to the are you gay questions or not. I'm very straight, but I do not have a girlfriend, no.
You don't have much time, and you're working a lot.
It's very true. I am working a lot. I am working a lot. I'm gonna double check that it's still recording.
Along the same line, here's Square Detail. Is Jay dating Laura, all caps?
That's intense as well. No.
Laura!
No. Laura's a great friend. Laura's fun. But no, I'm not dating. Nobody's gonna, I'm curious to see if anybody asks if you and I are dating.
Lauren Kirby Moreno.
Yeah.
Can you see yourself ever living in a different city?
Yeah, sure.
Good question.
Amsterdam, maybe, who knows?
Spam and Rice, 707. Coffee or beer, if you had to get rid of one forever? Which one?
I would get rid of beer forever.
Choose wisely.
It
says choose
wisely. I mean, this is so warm and comforting and like happy in the morning, and beer is nice, but it has more negative side effects.
And there's always wine if you give away beer. Nothing replaces coffee.
Not getting rid of coffee.
Angie Freeze, do you ever go a day without coffee or Space Invaders?
Yes, to both.
Coffee also.
Yeah, that's rarer now though.
A Milk 1212, can you tell us all the deets on the wheel? Where to buy, cost, will they ship to the U.S.?
You've got your own versions of the wheel that you can buy in the U.S., but the one that I have apparently does not sell in the U.S. I've got the 9-bot Segway S1 II, and it's fun. It's great. My complaints on it are that it's not quite fast enough. When you're in traffic, especially, you want to go faster, and it like actively fights you when you hit your speed limit. So it doesn't feel very safe when that happens. But otherwise, I love it.
Okay, let's get back to
There's so many questions. Thanks for asking all these questions, by the way.
Karen Lynn 68. I know you. Where do you plan to travel next?
I'm going to Lyon for my patrons voted on a place in France to go, and I have tickets to go to Lyon next.
And I just got back from Lyon, so I'll be giving you a few tips.
I'll take all those tips. And he got 4 invaders there too, so
hard to find. A lot of fakes.
Ahead of me on that one, yeah.
Rakshia.ab, should book my apartment before I reach Paris.
Yes.
MS Now Music. Will you be doing more worth it videos?
Oh yeah, for sure. Most of the things that you end up doing a worth it video are naturally going to be worth it. That's more about being searchable, because people type that in all the time, like, is what such and such worth it? And then you type that in and then you show them, and then they can make up their own mind.
Deb, are you still writing?
Deb. Oh, hey. Hi, Deb. Yeah, no, not really. I want to get back to writing. I have some ideas and some plots and plans, but I've focused really heavily on the YouTube stuff, and making vlogs very much takes up like the same headspace as writing, so it's too exhausting to do both every day. But stuff's hopefully happening soon.
Greg Wills.
Hey, Greg.
Do you know who keeps giving you thumbs down on your videos?
No idea. Although it's fine. The people, I think that there are people that I might have banned along the way that still watch and actively thumbs down every day. I don't know, but it gives me, it's engagement. I prefer you thumbs up just because, hopefully you like the video, but thumbs downing doesn't hurt a video. It actually helps it. So they're not really serving their purpose very well.
Why the hate?
Yeah, why the hate?
S1 Weaver, what Star Wars characters would you want to be?
Hi, Steve. I would definitely not choose Chewbacca today, sadly. I don't know if you heard the news about Chewbacca. The guy who played Chewbacca died.
Oh,
yeah,
really?
It's really sad.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So if I had to be any character, I'd probably be, I don't know, there's a character in Rey, maybe? She's pretty awesome. Most everybody has like a critical flaw that I wouldn't want in my life.
I want to be Yoda.
Yoda would be great, actually. That'd be pretty sweet. Yeah, you get Yoda.
Kathy Lowe, how's the weather in Paris? We'll be there in 3 weeks. What to pack?
Rain jackets? I don't know. It's a check. Just keep the weather. It's wrong the morning you check it. So that's why I don't like when people ask me about the weather, because it's like we don't know.
It can always change.
Always have your rain jacket and your sunglasses. You never know which one you're gonna need.
Be prepared for some rain or sunshine.
Yeah,
but there won't be any snow. That's for sure.
Let's hope not.
Okay, Pyrus. What's your sign?
I was gonna try and come up with stop. Yield.
I'm assuming it's your astrological sign.
I think I'm a Cancer, which is rough. I don't like the. I don't.
The name is
brutal.
Stylish 18. Do you recommend staying in Clichy? Is that too far from the city?
No, Clichy's fun. Clichy has a couple of rougher pockets, but it's fine. Yeah, it's good. And just don't take line 13.
Well, that's the only way to get. Brush Tim 777.
What?
Brush Tim.
Oh, Brush Tim. Got it. That's not what I heard you say. Hi, Tim.
Hello, Tim. Where are you at with Agnar's box?
I am very stuck. I need to do a chunk of rewriting. It feels like a really good book. It just is missing a couple of structural elements, so it's going to take some work.
Will you take your time on it?
Yeah, maybe when I take my break from vlogging, I'm gonna go on vacation. I've been meaning to talk about this. I'm gonna try and take a vacation in the fall, take a month or two where I'll only upload sporadically, and I'm gonna try and write then. Sorry, Deb, I probably could have said that earlier too.
I was smiling earlier but it wasn't about that. It was about the next question, which is pretty funny. Vintage Diablito. Is public urination an actual thing in Paris? I'd like to know if it's a stereotype or not.
No, it's a real thing. It's yeah.
Can Can I say something?
Go for it.
Public urination is a thing everywhere in the world.
It's also true. It is a thing everywhere in the world, but I would say that in France it is another level. So you'll smell it a little bit more here than if you live in New York or something. It won't be as shocking. If you're not a big city person, then you'll be.
Emily and Duncan's. It looks like two people sharing an account. They're married.
Hello, married Duncans.
How much practice did it take for you to ride the wheel and film at the same time?
Yeah, I mean a lot. I don't. Well, I wanted to. I thought it'd be really fun to just like hop on the wheel one day and ride by and make it look like I'd never even touched it. I didn't realize how much practice it was going to take. So I spent a lot of time in my hallway balancing. Like, I probably practiced for a couple months before I.
It's probably a good thing because you need to be 100% sure.
Yeah, it's an expensive device to go tossing around on a wheel. Yeah, for sure. I'm just gonna double check again.
Raquel Mota, 2017.
Hola.
Hola.
Just the way he said that.
I just wanted to roll my R's. Is it hard to use Discover Card in Paris? Okay.
I don't think so.
Famgold with a PH. Always
PHAT.
wondered about it with people who speak multiple languages. ... Doesn't seem like there's a question there. So. Oh wait. There's like.
It's like
two. Wow, there's a lot. Okay, wait. There's a
novel here.
We
do speak multiple languages.
I think he's asking he or she. Do you translate back to your native language,
Oh,
or do you
it.
think in French basically?
No, I when I'm speaking in French, I think in French. This is him for you, right? Like
Same, yeah. In any of the languages that I learn.
you translate while you're learning, and then after you are in the language, you don't.
How do people who is another follow-up question? How do people who speak two or more languages brains process?
Very well. We're very smart.
Good question.
We're the smartest,
And also very confused.
and also very handsome.
And also great filmmakers.
Just phenomenal human beings.
Kelly girl, how long do you plan on living in Paris? Will you move to another fabulous city to explore?
Are there any cities more fabulous than Paris? But no, I'm here. I'm here. One of my goals is to get my French citizenship, to get dual citizenship. And if I'm gonna follow through on that, then I just need to stay here. It makes everything simpler. If I leave Paris and go somewhere else in France, then there's a lot of paperwork that gets involved in that. So.
Which answers Sean Darixie's question: have you gotten French citizenship yet?
Nope.
Nope. Merrill Williams: if you don't drink alcohol or coffee, what is there to drink in Paris?
If you don't drink alcohol or coffee, there's some really nice places that serve fresh squeezed juice. Fresh squeezed orange juice in France is, if you're American, I don't know where you're from, but it's way better than any orange juice you've ever had in America. So and you can find some smoothie places. I have a few on my guide, actually, a couple smoothie places if you want to pick up my guide.
Some bubble tea.
They're around. Ooh, you could also get bubble tea.
Marlin, 26. What is the best thing about daily vlogging? What's the worst?
Not sleeping is the worst. No, I don't. Is that the worst? Maybe.
The lack of sleep. Yeah.
I don't remember things as well anymore. The best part is I don't have to. The worst part is I don't. My brain, I feel like it's actually changed how my brain is wired to a degree.
It's on the cloud.
But it's cool. Like you were looking up videos from when we were in India.
Yeah, it was really cool.
And it's neat because you can always go. I don't do this very much because like I try not to rewatch my videos. But it is really neat to go back and see. Oh, that's where we were. That's what we were doing. Like it's really cool. That part is the best.
It was only a few months ago, but it looks so different.
It looks it's really cool.
It's cold in Alaska. Have you ever done or did you do some street art yourself?
If I had, I wouldn't be able to tell you.
And that's a great answer. To read does things.
Oh, Tori does things, yeah.
Tori does things,
Yeah.
of course. To read. Did you realize it when old regular viewers disappear from vlogs comment section?
Yeah. Well, I think.
Sad.
Yeah, it is sad. Sometimes you don't. I mean, it's hard to tell sometimes because I know that there's some people that used to comment a lot that stopped because they felt like they were overburdening me with comments because I was foolish enough to complain about that at one point. Then there are others that do disappear for a while and you do wonder about them. And I would say that it gets harder and harder now to tell and to keep up with that. But there are some that I definitely notice when they go missing. Matthew, where have you been, man? Just throwing that out there. If you're watching right now, he's got big mustache.
BBQ historian. What is your favorite restaurant?
In the world?
Doesn't say where.
Pizza Pipeline.
I love pizza.
Yeah, I love pizza.
NG179. Are you still doing meetups? And if so, how do I attend more?
You just show up. It's pretty great. I'm doing them like bi-weekly right now. There's one tonight, so if you're seeing this now, it's too late. But I'm doing like every other week right now. I'm through the game. So the theory is that if you're playing the game, travelunlock.com, you go into different waypoints and you let them know, hey, I'm playing the game. Also, do you know where Jay's meetup is? And I don't know how well they're doing at disseminating that information. So I've been cheating and posting it in my Instagram stories. At Jay Swanson. The day before. So if you want to know in advance, play the game. If you can't figure it out, keep watching my Instagram stories.
Made Sandberg, 4 questions. Do we get 4 questions here?
Just pick her best one.
The best one.
Or his best one. I don't know.
There's a lot. There's like what should I do in Paris? We should probably watch the 20 and 20 and check it out and see what to do.
There's a plug. Put that in the corner.
Cider. Do they make cider? Yes, you can order cider in Paris. But this one, how good / bad are French people in English?
Better than they used to be. It's improving. The younger generation is a lot better at English, and they really want to speak English, where their parents' generation couldn't give a crap.
But thank you, Internet, and thank you, Netflix. It's becoming cool again to be American and English speaking in France, so it's a lot better than when I moved. Andrea, any vegan recommendations in Paris?
Yeah. The first ones off the top of my head would be Ya Ya by Tricycle, or Hank anything, like Hank Burger or Hank Pizza. Pretty good options. There are a lot. I have a handful in my guide if you want to go pick up my guide. And Puxan and I should probably double down on that. We should go make a vegan video.
It's one of my goals is to do that actually. Yeah, let's do it. Other worldly travels. With your love of all things coffee, do you secretly want to be a barista?
No, but I do want to be amazing at latte art. That's a goal.
It's not easy.
No, it's not easy, but I'm getting better.
We should have a latte art contest one day.
It'd be sweet.
Duel.
Yeah, we should latte art duel.
Big Mike H1965. When do you stop and take a breath from your busy life? What do you do to relax?
I don't. Today is supposed to be more of that though. Like just sitting down and doing this should only take a couple hours in total. But yeah, I'm working on it. I'm not good at relaxing.
Florida Man 1985. Wife and I are visiting Paris soon. Have you ever been to Saint Denis? Any thoughts on it?
Have you ever ridden an alligator into a liquor store to rob it? That's my follow-up question. If you've got Florida Man as your name, there's got to be a great story there.
If you don't have a reason to go there?
Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily go there. I mean, the church is really worth it if you want to go see a match out there at the stadium. That would be great. But there's not a lot to see or do out there.
Very safe for the matches.
But yeah, we've been going for, I don't know how this is editing down. We've been going for almost 30 minutes. So Puxan's just going to pick some interesting ones out of the pile. And then I think we might end up wrapping this here. Thank you so much for participating. Maybe I should do these more regularly.
Yeah, I think so. There's a lot.
If you're interested in me doing more Q&As, let me know below. But I also feel like part of the reason it's fun to do is because I very rarely do them, so...
Paisley Purple, what's the best app to use for walking directions?
City Mapper.
What do you like most about living in Paris? Rude girl yaws?
The lifestyle. This is like lightning
Teal
round.
Day, how do you film your intro? Do you just film a bunch of numbers for each character?
I do, yes. How do I... Yes, yeah. Go back to the very, very first vlog. You'll see how I did it for the first season.
Lindsay Klinker, favorite dessert in all of Paris? Good one.
Basically, all I care about right now are cookies, which is not what anybody's expecting for that answer.
Cookies are delicious.
Yeah, and there's some really good cookies in Paris, finally.
Daniel PLKT, very, very important. Favorite Marvel superhero, original adventure, plus a new one if you like.
Oh, the Spider-Man's my all-time favorite, and then...
Interesting. Winter's Mommy, what's your favorite place in Africa? The inside of a shawarma restaurant doesn't count.
Yeah, because my favorite shawarma restaurant is in Pointe Noire. My favorite restaurants are all in Pointe Noire. The best steak is in South Africa. Cape Town is probably one of my favorite. If I could go back to... But I do want a return trip to Togo pretty badly. I'd love to go back to Lome. That's just pure nostalgia, though.
Are you Serbian?
I am not Serbian.
I saw that. It's pretty funny. Let's end with this.
Okay.
What is your favorite movie? No pressure.
Oh, that's a terrible... I don't...
Let's end on this one because it's a bit more funny and easier to answer. Ron Fanakadas. Bonjour. Are you going to shave the beard off for summer?
You never know.
Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Find out maybe tomorrow on episode 1000 and something.
So there was a lot, so we couldn't get through everything.
No, we got through a lot though.
A lot, yeah. But if there's a few that we overlooked, I'm sorry. And
thanks for submitting them, and I think we'll do a live stream one of these days. I don't know when. We'll discuss that, but Puxan can hang out. We can facilitate a live stream if you guys want to ask more questions live, because I don't know how this format worked. Did you enjoy this? Was this fun? We didn't even change the camera angles. Hopefully, we just sat here and talked. But thank you so much for watching. Thanks for asking questions. Thank you for subscribing and for pushing me over the 30,000 mark. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, 30K.
But thank you so much. It's the pats on the backs go to you guys. Very much appreciate it. It's been really, really cool. So I'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning for another day in Paris. We'll see if it's raining or not, and possibly I don't even know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I'll see you tomorrow.